new stuff, Call of Duty, more Call of Duty. Where's all the retro?
Don't worry guys, I'm here. We got all the retro stuff ready for you. From Super Mario Brothers to Sonic the Hedgehog. And the consoles to play them on. Let's have a look at the other bargains that we have in this week.
Stuart, it's you! We're saved! This is really loud!
Let's move over. Let's check out what we've got. Let's get on to the current gen stuff. We're not interested in that here, but we are. It's part of our business as well. So we do that as well.
We do sell new games too. That's
new games too. We're not just completely retro orientated new games. Anyway, Super Mario Brothers 3, Sonic Jam. A little bit of I think I show these every week. GoldenEye 007, Diddy Kong Racing. We've got a Game Boy SP. A few more Super Mario Brothers and Star Wars there.
Moving on from NES, we've got some more NES action.
NES action. Super Mario Brothers 3, if you don't want the box, we have it unboxed. Donkey Kong Classic. Double Dragon 3 with Bimmy and Jimmy. This is the Bimmy and Jimmy edition.
Not only you get to play as Jimmy, but you also get to play as Bimmy.
Yes. And if you complete that, you're a better man than I can, because I can't. In fact, Xanadu, the sequel to the film Xanadu. Robocop 2. So if you ever want to walk around the streets of Detroit, remind me a little bit of Croydon to be honest, but if you want to walk around the streets of Detroit, it's a game for you.
Don't forget you have to shoot people with a gun in your thigh.
Yes, that's it.
Also like Croydon.
Mega Man 2, back on the streets. I've never heard of this game before. I don't know if they've ever done a sequel. It's Metal Gear Solid or Metal Gear. Marble Madness. And if you're into Metroidvania type games, we've got Castlevania.
It's like Metroidvania, but with a castle.
Yeah. Okay. Now, got a little bit of the Japanese action because, you know, we all like the Japanese.
Also like action.
And we like action, so it's the games for us.
Japan action.
Jap action.
No.
Right. Super Street Fighter 2 for the Super Famicom. Super Mario Kart for Super Famicom. The sequel to Super Mario Brothers 3, we got Super Mario Brothers 4.
Super Mario World.
Super Mario, it has got a subtitle, Super Mario World.
That is the name.
But it says Super Mario Brothers 4 on there.
Yeah, but the Japanese.
I'm just saying. We got Dragon Quest VI. Dragon Quest VI. You want to help me out on that one, Dan?
No,
on the Roman numerals?
That's perfect. I'm not gonna.
Right. And Final Fantasy VI, I think that's 6 there for that one. Oh man, again, back on the streets of Detroit, we got Robocop 3. Street Fighter 2 Turbo. Is that Chun-Li?
No, it's Blanca.
Blanca, also. Front Mission by Square, so I think it's a mech fighting game.
Sequel to Back Mission. It's not.
Oh, so hang on. Okay, we got some awesome football games here. Perfect 11 and Prime Goal. So I think Perfect 11, I think is Pro Evolution ISS. Anyway, moving on. Right, some more Jap action. We got Transport Tycoon.
Action?
Is it really Jap? Maybe not.
Don't think I want to keep calling it Jap action.
Yeah.
Sounds like porn.
Is it?
Let's move on.
Right, okay. And some more Assault Suite Lanos 2.
I think that's a mech game.
What's it? We got another mech game.
It's not. No,
got another mech game. What's this called, Dan? You told me this earlier.
Hang on. Magical Knight Wraith.
Yeah. What type of game is it?
Come on,
down. What type of game is it?
Is like all about like fantasy.
What type of game is it?
Right, it's definitely an RPG.
An RPG. Yeah. Could be. Yeah. Okay. Got another mech game here. Yu-Gi-Oh! Tag Force 3.
You get into giant cards, which are also mechs.
And that's a sequel to Yu-Gi-Oh! Tag Force 2, another mech game.
You get into giant mechs, which are also cards.
And then we've got Yu-Gi-Oh! Tag Force 4, another mech game.
Get into giant cards, which are also cards, which are also mechs, which are also cards.
Okay, and then we've got Full Metal Alchemist, Dual Sympathy. So Full Metal Alchemist, Dual Sympathy, and then we got Yu-Gi-Oh! World Championship 2010. I think that's another mech game. Okay, so we've got a little bit of Sonic R.
Mech game.
Mech game. Duke Nukem 3D.
3D mechs.
3D mechs. Street Fighter Alpha 2 for the Sega Saturn. Andretti's Racing. I don't know who Andretti is, but this is his racing game.
IndyCar racer.
He's an IndyCar racer.
Was.
No wonder. Oh,
Is he dead?
Is he dead?
I don't think he's dead, but he's got a team, I think, in IndyCar.
Okay.
But it's definitely IndyCar.
But he's no longer a racer himself.
No. But so he has retired, but you can still buy his game from us.
It's not his anymore though. When you tell him on it's like used to be Andretti's.
Yeah. But if you buy it, this game will be yours, not his. So you can call it Dave's game.
Stuart Andretti's Racing.
Yeah.
Right.
Anyway, moving on. A lot of focus on Andretti's Racing. Hardcore 4x4. Have you ever done Hardcore 4x4, Dan? Theme Park. Theme Park there, good game. Firestorm Thunderhawk 2. Manx TT. Daytona. Let's go away. Anyway, moving on. No more singing. Can't do that.
If you'd like to hear more singing, let us know in the comments. I won't be doing any, but Stuart will definitely sing.
No singing.
He's gonna sing.
Mysteria, The Realms of Lore. I think this is sort of an RPG style.
Quality old school RPG.
Yeah.
Like your Grandia or actually it's very similar to Grandia, so
Yeah. Okay. Warcraft 2, The Dark Saga. SimCity 2000. This was the sequel to SimCity 1999. Virtual Fighter 2. The game is Z from the Bitmap Brothers. And if you like games like Command and Conquer, that's what this one's very much like. It's actually great condition as well. Baku. There you go. It's a sort of a puzzle, sort of like columns
yeah.
type game.
Really nice, lovely, colourful, good fun. Very Japanese.
Dan, have you got a need for speed?
No, actually I hate speed.
Moving on. Panzer Dragoon.
Yes. Best series on the system, Panzer Dragoon, Panzer Dragoon 2, Panzer Dragoon Saga. Amazing games. When they finally get my letters, all of them, and they make me a Panzer Dragoon Saga like remake, I'm there. You got my money, whoever makes it first.
Yeah, I think it's an alright series as well. Gex, you're a gecko who's got a little bit of attitude, and he sort of platforms and does some crazy platforming action.
This is like around the early 2000s when every game was about a platforming animal with attitude.
Yeah. SimCity 2000, I'm not going to say the same joke again.
It's the prequel to SimCity 2001. There you go. That's the one you get.
Okay. Virtua Fighter. There you go. Die Hard Trilogy. There you go. So you can play as Sylvester Stallone in the Die Hard movies, where he saves his daughter and
From
says
the president.
from the president,
From the
and,
president.
and he says yippee-ki-yay,
And
you
I'll be back.
scoundrels.
I'll be back, you scoundrels.
I'll be back, you scoundrels. Is the slogan. Okay. Jurassic Park: The Lost World. There we go. And then earlier on in the video, we showed you. Oh, there's some Pokemon action, not Digimon.
We'd like to make a point to I can't remember his name now. Very nice chap in the Facebook.
Ricky Goon.
Ricky Goon. Thanks, Ricky Goon. We know it's not Digimon. That's the joke.
Yeah. Okay. We know that's Pokemon Ruby.
Yeah.
And also, I want to just point out, we got Pokemon Crystal, not Digimon. That's Pokemon Crystal.
Again, Ricky, that's the joke.
Yeah. We you know. Okay. When we show a picture of a Pokemon game, we understand it's the Pokemon game. Okay. Now you see these games here, obviously Japanese ones. You've got a PAL system, and you want to know how to play them. We've got in plenty of sort of action replays. Ones that are a little bit got cheats and stuff like that on them, like this one, a little bit grubby. It's quite an old one. And then we got minty box fresh Games Master X systems here to let you play all of basically the Japanese and American games. I think they work on about 99% of the games. So if you've seen sort of, Super Mario Brothers 4, and you want to be able to Final Fantasy 6, Dragon Quest 6, you want to play games like that, this is what you need. Okay, they won't change the language from Japanese to English, but they'll certainly let you play them. Okay, guys. So I just want to do a little bit of a sort of a chat. We've had E3 this week, and I think I can come out and
Stuart can come out actually, and we all support him.
Moving on, I can say hand on my heart that I swear allegiance to the PlayStation 4. I'm a PlayStation fanboy now.
See, now I don't know if I can really 100% agree there. Obviously, the Microsoft have been
they've messed up, haven't they?
Pretty silly in the way they've handled things. But I can understand where they're going with it. The idea is that they're going to try to move towards a more Steam-based games marketplace, which is fine as a gamer. That's fine. Okay, whatever.
Yeah, I think it's fine. It's great. People have had to spend buy a game for £40, and then they've they can't really trade it in except for maybe one or two shops. But then they can't sell them on.
Can't do it can't do it on eBay. But, and this is where my point is, that Sony have got the right of it. Sony are doing similar things whereby you can buy the game, in the shop. Well, you can't buy this game from Sony, but you can buy, this game for your PlayStation 4, and you can say, right, great, cheers, I'm done. I'm going to sell it. I'm going to give it away. I'm going to trade it, whatever. You can also buy digital versions.
Yeah.
Now, you're the kind of person who doesn't really mind not playing, not having like a proper game. Me personally, I love having a collection. I love having games that I can physically hold and give to people and keep for whenever I feel like playing again.
Because don't you always tell me, do you love going to your friend's house, taking around SimCity to Sims 2 Pets, and having a good, couple of hour session on Sims 2 Pets?
I don't say that, but it's very similar to things I do say. I do love playing. But the thing is that I can also do that as well as buying cheaper, cheaper games like online, if I do want to, which I don't really. I like having a box and I like having a collection. I'm sure many of you do as well. However, Microsoft, rather than going into it slowly over time, have just tried to throw people in and say, like, this is what's up. You're now going to have to use Steam-type sales tactics. We're not going to drop any prices, because let's face it, if you've got a monopoly, you aren't going to be dropping prices. I don't care what anybody says about them doing Steam-type sales. That's not happening. No way do these big boys, who have been used to line their pockets with £45, £50 brand new releases, going to be saying, oh, don't worry about it, guys. Now you can have your game for 20 quid. That's not going to happen. I put my hand on my heart now and say no way. Personally, I feel that the idea is good, but it's like with electric cars. Electric cars are good, but if they told you tomorrow that your current car was going to explode, you'd be pissed.
That is very true. So I think as here as M&M Games, we're sort of fully supporting the PlayStation 4. I mean, if you've seen our Facebook page and read some of the comments I've put on there, and Dan has as well, I think you'll get the point that we're what was it? We did a poll, and the poll was, what game would you buy? What game system would you buy this Christmas? And I think we got 37 people saying they'll buy the PlayStation 4. And then I think we got 9 people saying they'll buy the Xbox One, or the Xbone as we like to call it.
That's it. I look forward to a Wii U. I think I might get that for Bayonetta. Looks really nice.
Yeah.
So does that new X coming out. Lovely.
I'm actually minded for the remake of Wind Waker, because I never actually completed that on the GameCube.
Ah, that's because you suck though, isn't it?
No, it wasn't in HD. And I like to do a lot of my Zelda-based gaming in HD. That's the way I like to roll.
So you heard it here first, guys. Stuart wanted to play Zelda in HD, when HD wasn't even a thing. I think we'll take that now, actually.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot to say, this is the 43rd trade-in video. Please like, share, and subscribe. And
do check us out on Facebook and also on our Twitter, which is Mam Games.
Yeah, Mam Games.
Games for your mam.
Games for your mam. Games for your mam.
Alright guys, thanks for watching and we'll see you next week.
Bye bye.
Bye.
M&M Games is located at Grant's Arcade in Croydon High Street.